Give me that, Michelle. That's funny. Hello, good evening. I tell you what a day today. A couple of things happened to me this week. Um, yeah, a few things. Firstly, I was supposed to have my haircut, but it never happened. It never. I kind of like thought, oh my gosh. The next minute, something else happened. Then my carers came in and told me that and bought me some flowers.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, I got some flowers over there, and also I've been Christmas shopping today, but
Mhm.
online. So
Mhm.
so it's so difficult when you kind of like doing it online. So I had my carer with me, and we were trying to get Michelle things, and I was thinking, what can I get her? What can I get her? It's so difficult to get women things, isn't it?
No, we're so easy. Smellies, cosmetics, potions and lotions, chocolates.
Chocolates. Oh,
We're easy. I find men really hard to buy for.
yeah. Oh. Well, see, no. I reckon women are more harder than anything else. See, my
Really?
wife. Oh yeah, my wife doesn't like jewelry. She don't
Oh
like.
no. Jewelry's a personal thing anyway. It's really hard to pick jewelry out for someone, I think.
Oh yeah, I bought her necklaces. I bought her stuff. Only what jewelry that she wears at the moment is our wedding ring,
Oh.
and that's it at the moment.
Mhm.
So, but then I said to her, "I tell you what, how about if I get you some clothes?" And then she said, "Oh no, I don't want any clothes." So today, I thought, "Oh, let's go online and just do something." So I've done it now, and I'm relieved. Then I had to do my Christmas shopping list, and I thought, "Oh God, it costs money, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It does.
So anyway, so before we carry on, anyway, so I'm ordering my meat today, because that's what you do for Christmas, right? You've got to order your meat. And
Steve, your mic's in your collar.
so, but,
Yeah.
yes, so I was ordering my meat, and all of a sudden I thought, what should I get for my meat? And as I was kind of like ordering it, I paid for it. And guess what happened to me?
Don't know.
I had some vouchers given to me to a butcher, right? £40 worth of vouchers, right? If that came about 6 hours earlier,
Oh.
I could have got my meat. Well,
Oh.
some of it anyway. Damn, but never mind.
Oh, I'm from a butcher's too.
You know, oh, I don't know, eh?
Oh, shame.
What a
Oh.
shame, but never mind. I tell you what, Christmas is coming up. So, what we're going to do, because it's going to be lots of food and around, and are we going to cook? And that's my title for this week. I
Okay.
was I was going to go out in the kitchen and do some cooking,
You
but
were?
see, I told you I was going to go out and everything. But I thought I'll leave that till next week. Our last our last one next week. Yes, it is last one next week.
No, it's not.
It is.
You said the last day is 22nd.
So, 22nd. Oh well, never mind. We're having a little bit of an argument here, but there you go. I'm sure it's next week. So yeah, so I thought let's go out there next week and do something. So I'm going to promise everybody I'll be out there next week. Last one, and we'll do it. That's going to be really, really funny. I'm gonna try something that it's very difficult. Michelle doesn't trust me in the kitchen, but I'm gonna go out there and give it beans. So anyway, how are we gonna cope with Christmas? No, we're not going to be. How are we going to cope with Christmas?
I know, funnily enough, I've just had a Zoom with my VIPs in the membership, and I was having this exact same conversation. So you're surrounded by stuff, lovely food, lovely tasty food. So number one, you just need to be as strong as you possibly can. It's all you can do. Cut yourself some slack though as well. Hello, David. Because as I said, food, we're surrounded by it. So cut yourself some slack. If you do have a little bit of an indulgence, don't worry about it. If anything at all, just try and keep your weight stable. Don't look at losing any weight over this period. Just look at keeping your weight stable. And be very mindful of what it is you're eating. And don't just eat it because it's there. Make sure you really want it. But of course, doing that, if you've been trying to be good, and if you start to have those kind of foods again, they are going to kick your cravings into touch. It's going to be like ping. So know as well that when you're craving these kind of foods that you don't want to eat, that's all up here. So, and I was just saying to my ladies actually that there's a breathing techniques. You can Google it. I can post a link under this. There are breathing techniques you can do to kind of cut that thought off. So when your cravings like, getting a hold, you can concentrate on some breathing, do some breathing techniques, and it will cut that thought off to save that really getting a hold. But you can do that with anything. It can be a breathing technique. It can be a yoga routine. It can be some movement yourself.
Oh, come on. Can you imagine me doing yoga?
It can be reading a book. It can be doing a puzzle. Anything that just takes your mind off of that craving, finding its way in there. Cut that off.
See, my thing at Christmas is alcohol. Now, how can we? Because that also puts weight on, doesn't it?
Well, it stops you using your body fat. That's the problem with alcohol, and it depends like what mixes you have in it. If they're really sugary, that's going to be a problem. But you just have to be very aware of what it is that you're consuming and take charge. And there are lots of apps. There's lots of like DrinkWise apps on Google and things now. If you want to keep a check, if you want to just keep it to 1 glass, 2 glasses, 3 glasses, whatever your choice, there are lots of apps you can use to do that, where you just plug in what you're consuming and it will tell you, ping, okay, you've had enough. But after a drink or two, it's a little harder to be stronger, to resist that when you've already got a couple of drinks in. Just guys, honestly, just cut yourself some slack at this period of time. Just remain mindful of what you're eating, when you're eating it, and why. Why are you eating it? Make sure you want it and don't just eat it because it's in front of you. It's all you can do over this period, because if you say, I'm not eating it, I'm not having any of that, that won't work. You're setting yourself up for failure.
I think the trouble is there's temptation around though. I swear on it.
Oh, good Lord, it's everywhere.
I know. As soon as Michelle put the chocolates out, I'll be there going, bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
That's why she's not buying any.
That's the thing to do though. If you don't want to eat them, your brain's saying, buy them. It's like having two people on your shoulder, the good and the evil on your shoulder. The easiest way to not eat them is don't buy them. But that's really hard. I completely understand how hard that is, Because when I'm in the supermarket, I've mentioned this before, and I'm passing the sweets, I have to look the other way so I don't see them. Because as soon as I see them, ping.
Don't you go to the pick and mix then?
No, they're too expensive, outrageous.
Look at me and say you don't go to the pick and mix.
I don't go to pick and mix. Too expensive.
You know, yeah, it is really, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I've been to the pick and mix once. I remember going somewhere and I'm just shoving it all in. The next minute they say, "Oh, it's going to cost you £6." I thought, what?
Yeah, you're like, what? I know, it's absolutely shocking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, also, what I'm trying to say too is, like, can we, when we have our Christmas dinner, because many people be having Christmas dinner and whatever, do you think when we're having our Christmas dinner that we should keep our Christmas dinner down to a low, you know, where, you know, there's not much fat on it, or?
It's not going to happen, is it?
No.
I think the best thing to do, I mean, the basis of a Christmas dinner, you've got your wee sausages, your pigs in blankets. Okay, that's protein. You've got a little bit of filler in the sausage, but it's protein. So you've got bacon and you've got sausage. You've got your actual meat, which is absolutely fine. And you've got a shed load of veggies, your sprouts, your parsnips, your this and your that. In actual fact, a roast dinner isn't that outrageous. But when you load your plate up with potatoes and you load your plate up with Yorkshire puddings, then it becomes problematic. So I would say serve yourself loads of meat because that's really filling. The next thing that should go on your plate are your veggies, your green ones, the ones that are grown predominantly above the ground. So your parsnips and your carrots and your potato, put them to the side for the minute. Load up on the low starchy veggies, all the green ones that are grown predominantly. So sprouts, greens, runner beans, all of that stuff, peas. And then give yourself a little portion of maybe parsnip and potato. And try, if you're going to have Yorkshire puddings, just have one, because it's the Yorkshire pudding and the spuds that are going to be the killer on that plate. Really, the rest of it, the protein and the veggies are brilliant. You can have a really good roast dinner if you load up on the sliced meat and the veggies. So get your meat on, get your veggies on, the ones that are the non-starchy, and then have a couple of potatoes and a parsnip, maybe a Yorkshire pud, and then you're all right. Load up on the meat.
How about our dessert? We all love a dessert, don't we?
A dessert is sweet. It's called a sweet for a reason. There's no, unless you're going to get into the kitchen, unless you're going to start cooking with natural sweeteners that are low, you know, don't affect your sugar, it's not going to happen. The best thing, if you want to do well, whiz up some cream, launch in some chopped berries, strawberries or raspberries, toast some nuts and seeds, bung them in, mix that all around so it's like a really healthy Eton mess style pudding. That's doable.
All right.
But otherwise, you know, you are looking at Christmas pud, mince pies. And unless you can spend time in the kitchen making a really low carbohydrate one, then you're just going to have to accept that if you're going to have a pudding, it's, you know, it's going to affect your weight.
Okay. A lot of people will say.
Like I say though, Steve, you know, it's one day.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Be careful. And then the next day, maybe Boxing Day, you've got your cold meat, usually mashed spud, okay, so, but after that, rein it back in again.
Because that's what a lot of people are saying, isn't it? They say, you know, it's just one day, you know, let's enjoy yourself, you know, and everything. Because, you know, in January, you know, everybody comes around then, don't they? They go, right, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to lose weight, so they all sign up for Slimming World and every time together or whatever.
That's it. Yeah. And that's why ideally, I mean, don't use this period of time to go absolutely bonkers, because in January you're going to start a New Year's resolution. It might be too late then. You really need to stay aware. Don't go potty. Enjoy your day. Be mindful. Get back on track as soon as you can. As soon as you can.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Some good advice there.
Collar, microphone.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I can see where you're coming from, but I used to like it. Well, still do. I like a good trifle, me.
Oh, trifle.
You know what I mean? And that's sorry. Yeah, no, and some mixed pies and stuff, you know, with a bit of dollop of cream on it, you know. But you know, you got to be so careful, though, ain't you?
Well, you have, and you have to have a little bit of self-control. You have to, because no one else is going to do that for you. But that's why, you know, have one or two mince pies. Don't have the whole bloody packet, you know. And another way you can do it is you can split your packet up and put them in individually in the freezer, and then you only get one out or two out.
Yeah.
And then you're not likely to have the whole box. You have to take on that bit of self-control. You have to. And if you don't do it, then who else is to blame for that? And I know it's difficult. I have my own issues with food. I get it. But you have to take some form of control.
Right. What's that coming from my radio? I've got messages coming from my radio. Hang on. Hi, Liz. Yes, Christmas is coming. What's it? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm just getting this message off the. Oh, hi, Liz. Christmas is coming. As a weight loss coach, how are you going to manage for Christmas? Are you going to keep up to your words? What?
So I'm guessing they're asking me what will I do.
Yeah.
I will enjoy my day, and I will do what I said. I would load up on the meat because I love meat anyway. And Mark is doing Christmas dinner. He's using all the veggies from his allotment, so I'll load them up. And
all right.
I will have potatoes on my plate. And yes, Marky is going to cook Yorkshire puddings, and they're gorgeous. So yes, I am going to have a Christmas pud.
Well, there you go.
And I've made my own Christmas pudding. So I am going to have some Christmas pudding, but I'm not going to go overboard. And on Boxing Day, I'll rein it in a little bit. It's all about just taking that control over, not overdoing anything. So don't load your plate up with potatoes. Don't have 3 or 4 mince pies. You know, just rein it in a little bit, because it's a long period of time. And we're at home, all of us now at home, surrounded by food. If you've bought it, and I know it's difficult. I know it's really difficult. I mean, Mark is making cakes, and it's really hard for me to not have chunks of cake throughout the whole day. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. So, at the end of the day, you know, it's just one day. So, don't know what you're moaning about. Sorry about this, Liz. Richard wants to know. I am what? 32 stone. I am 32 stone. This Christmas is going to be okay for me because I started losing weight around about 5 months ago. So far, I lost 6 stone, and I'm doing all right. But the trouble is, potatoes on Christmas Day is a big thing for me. we, my family, this sorry, this this Christmas is going to be different for my family because it's only going to be me and the wife. I love my potatoes, especially the Aunt Bessie ones. Can you tell me, can I eat Aunt Bessie's or do I have to make my own?
Ideally, make your own and use goose fat or lard or because of the oil. But, at the end of the day, that's for your health. I'm saying that for your health, but weight-wise, they're going to be the same. So that choice is up to you. The only thing I would say about making your own is you usually part boil them first, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could, to cut down on how many potatoes you put on your plate, if you only pre-cook a few and roast them, Aunt Bessie's are so easy. You can just put the whole lot on the tray and bung them in, and you can kind of get a bit carried away with those. Either or, really. Weight-wise, it won't matter, but health-wise, make your own in lard. That would be a really good thing to do. But just don't go bonkers. Only pre-cook a few, so you have maybe, I don't know. It's difficult. I can't say 3 or 4 because it all depends what size you chop your spuds up. But load up with the meat, get the veggies on, and just a sensible amount. Don't big pile of spuds. Just a sensible amount, because it's Christmas Day dinner. It's the one dinner of the year probably that we really go to town and pull out all the stops with pigs in blankets and stuffing balls and everything. So enjoy it, but just don't go bonkers.
Yeah, there you go. Marie says, this is the first Christmas I'm going to be out on my own this Christmas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel so depressed and really down.
Oh.
I won't be able to cope this Christmas. Would it be possible if if I have dinner on my own, or if I can go somewhere where I can get help to have a Christmas dinner? Um, if you leave me your telephone number and your contact details, I do know where and tell me where you come from. I will make sure that we'll get some help to you. That's not a problem. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's such a tricky time this year, isn't it? Because what was the name of your messenger?
Marie.
Marie. Yeah. So
Yeah.
any other year, if she'd previously been on her own, then she maybe could have gone out. But because it's really tricky. Yeah. What about setting up a wee Zoom call with a friend or something? I know it's not the same, but it's really hard for people. I've had a couple of Christmases on my own, and I've done.
It's not nice, is it?
I was fine. I laid my table. I had my wee dinner. I had a lovely time, but I'm good in my own company. But I went to town with it. I had the pudding and the lovely dinner and all of that. Don't not do it for yourself. Enjoy the day. As I know it's difficult, but enjoy the day. Get yourself a little Christmas dinner. My mum spends Christmas on her own. She's fine.
Yeah.
Get yourself a little dinner. Treat yourself.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're trying to get you some. I'll try to get you some help in a minute.
That's a shame.
And what other questions we got? Rachel wants to know, I want to lose weight. How do I get in contact with you? Because I need to lose weight after Christmas. I'm having a baby. I am 4 months pregnant, and my husband thinks it's more fat than less baby. Ooh, that's a bit cruel.
Honestly. Well, that's perfect timing, actually, because I've just finished creating a 5-day course, which is free. And it's an introduction to my approach. So I can put a link to that maybe under this video, Steve.
Yeah.
Who was that? What was her name?
Yeah, that's Mandy.
Mandy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mandy, I'll put a link.
Peacock.
Okay, I'll put a link under this video on Facebook, and you can jump on the course, the 5-day free course. But what it does is it shows you my approach. It gives you lots of tips and hints on managing your diet. But then at the end of it, I introduce and invite you to take a look at my membership. And it's a Primal Living membership, so it really helps for accelerated fat loss. And it's a membership, so it, you buy into it each month. It's £47 a month, but with that you get a lot of advice and support, weekly staff to keep you on the straight and narrow, workbook each month to work on stuff, and if you want to speed it up, then there are, there's another program, or a 3-step fast track plan that I can take you through as well. But it's an introduction, because we've been doing these talks for quite a while, Steve, haven't we now? But because you know me, it's a great way to get to know me and my approach, and it's free, and there's loads of in there for people to use.
And she doesn't give up on anybody.
No.
Yeah. She doesn't. No. So. And
that's well timed then, Mandy. If you want to take a look at my free course, then please do.
Yeah, we'll put the links up underneath.
Yeah, I'll put the link below.
Yeah. So, that's it. Yeah, that's it for that.
Yeah, but Christmas is a hard time for people, all trying to watch their weight. But at the end of the day, you really do need to take charge a little bit to make sure that you just don't go overboard. I mean, have a treat, but just don't go bonkers. And I know that's easier said than done. I know it is, but you just have to be. And I always say this, don't I, Steve? You need to remember your why. Why do you need to lose weight? Is it for your health? Is it for maybe to have a baby? Some women need to lose weight to have a baby, to make sure that they stay safe. What is your why? Knowing that why really does help. And I do a bit of that in my 3-day course, actually, getting people to recognize their why. Why do they want to do it?
I used to have a why. It goes, why did I get married?
No, I know you don't mean that.
She's going to come and clip me around the ear now.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did. And
that's terrible. That's terrible, my wife. Terrible.
That's funny,
Right, guys, thank you very much, Liz. Thank you again for that. And thank you for your time. Yeah, so
I want to say something else, actually, that if anyone needs accountability during this time, then I do have a free Facebook group, and I'll post the link to that, completely free. But it's just a place to come and share stuff. If you've got a wobble coming on, if you feel, oh no, God, I've got a wobble, got terrible cravings, you can jump in the group. And I'm running some habit building stuff in there at the moment, so I can put a link to that as well. Because everything helps, doesn't it?
Everything helps. Liz, thank you as always. I know it's gone for you. Next week we're going to have a bit of fun. I'm definitely going to be out in the kitchen. It's just going to be a bit of fun. And I've got to warn you now, the last time I did this, I think things went wrong, didn't it?
Oh my God.
The kitchen ain't big enough for
No, but it went really wrong. I think I was cooking something and
burnt it.
Yes, I burnt it, didn't me? And
No, not me, you.
All right then, I burnt it, and we had to open all the windows, and I think something happened, but that was another story. Liz, thank you very much, and I'll see you again next week.
Yeah, bye, Steve. Bye.
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to put the links underneath, and we'll take it from there. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. Bye, Liz. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. That was Liz. Love Liz. She's really good. And please get onto her kind of like courses and take her advice in, because she's got some pretty good advice. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you back later on. Bye bye.